Not working outside today, which is absolutely awesome. Got this huge pile of dust from the floor. This is where my mom usually parks her X1, but I got her parked outside today, which, thank you, Karen. She doesn't know yet. She's not home. She's going to pull up, and I'm going to have her spot. If you guys didn't watch the last video I dropped, we found out some bad news about the TT. Oh, God, no. And I'm going to be fixing it today, but if you want to go support and watch that other video, it's going to be linked down in the description. But the TT is down at the moment. I tried fixing it outside the other day, found out that the issue was way bigger than I thought it was. And we got to weld some parts in this general area. And I'm not going to be doing that outside because it's 31 degrees. It's freezing out here. If you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure you smash the subscribe button. 31,000 subscribers, which is mind-blowing. My YouTube channel is only a year old, so let's keep it going, guys. Throw the video a like if you enjoyed today. And all right, so Big Bertha is smoking. I don't know what that's all about, but must be residual oil because it's been sitting for so long. Let's hope. But the TT is in here. It's a little bit of a tight space right here. I could back it up, but I got it on this piece of wood now so I can get the jack underneath because we're going to need to be able to support the engine. So then I can take the engine mount out, remove the headlight, and we can start welding or fabricating, whatever we need to do to be able to fix that broken engine mount. I know you're probably thinking, hey, that's a bit overkill. Nothing's overkill when you got a 10 mil and somewhere for it to be. 6'4", hip height, relaxing, chilling. Since we're gonna be welding, I figured I gotta disattach the the battery. And as you can see, this whole entire platform is snapped. We got a crack here, crack here. This platform is completely detached from the floor. And there's absolutely no structure going on. And in the backside over here, we have a huge crack. So here I found another crack completely all the way down. I highly recommend you guys try a little bit of hot chocolate with 2 shots of espresso, or just make your homemade coffee and throw a packet of hot chocolate into that. I just finished it up. It's the best thing ever. You'll thank me later. Throw some marshmallows in there too. So since this is all seam sealer down in here, we've got these little teeth on here. It's gonna eat right through it. Perfect, perfect. Got this top bracket all cleaned out, this inner one all cleaned out, this corner piece over here cleaned out, and then all I have to do is finish off just cleaning these a little bit more before I go in there, so I can finally get this thing back and sturdy and even throw on some bracing. Got the first corner kind of tacked up, kind of welded, not sure if that's gonna be the final little booger on there, but then I've got this scooter wheel hooked up to the engine block itself with this socket to space it and push the pedestal down so that I could fill that gap. Thankfully we're working in the garage today. So it's been snowing all day. We got an inch and a half. Luckily it's not really sticking to the cars, but I got my heater just started up. I'm gonna start tackling this. The other night I got this tacked down. I got everything positioned how I want it. So now it's time to hit this side over here, which I kind of tried tacking, but it was late at night and I decided not to go any further. I can't get my hands on a MIG welder for a couple days. So the Harbor Freight welder I was gonna go pick up is untouchable at the moment. So we're gonna TIG weld this. I can make it happen. The only problem is the backside of the TIG welder is a little long, so it's hard to get into these tight spaces and make a nice bead, but look at me. Master fabricator. Ran out of gas. Got the argon all loaded up into the old Jetta. Argon bottle in the corner. Karen's about to head out. We got about an inch and a half of snow, just cleaning off her hood. This thing better work. This thing's from like, what, the 40s?
Oh my God, it's older than me, Alex.
So it's definitely better.
Oh, it's nice knowing you've been
This thing sucks. You purge it. Oh, perfect. It's time to weld. I think I'm done welding. I did not finish all the way up. I got this corner done, that corner done, this little crack here done. his back piece done. Need to get a MIG welder and eventually do this and do some plug welds and stitch welds, but you know what? This is gonna hopefully work for now, fingers crossed. Put the screwdriver on there. I did tug on it and stuff, and there's literally no movement. And if it rips apart, I'll be really surprised because there's so much weld in the front corner here, which is the real structural part. See on the tub, there's a spot weld here. So every 2 inches, there's a spot weld. It's the same idea with this pedestal right here. There's one spot weld here, one spot weld here, and I've got like 5 times the amount there should be anyway. So I'm pretty solid on that. And there's one spot weld holding on the front piece, and I've got the whole piece welded back together. So this thing is structurally sound. So now that the pedestal's all welded up, it's time to throw the Healy coil in there so we can get our new threads. I hope that it works, honestly. And then I will go ahead and paint all of this. But for now, I need to tap this, throw the Healy coil in there, and then we'll be ready to throw new bolts in. I'll tell you what, I already tried to test fit the Healy coil. Healy coil went halfway down. The threads are looking good. It's just a hard process, but that's just me spinning with my hand. I got it halfway down. But once I thread this thing all the way out, wow, feast your eyes upon that $40 nightmare. Are you kidding me? This thing just snapped in half. Like, I literally had no pressure. I was using this thing. This little 7mm. Snap that piece of junk from Napa. All right. I welded an Allen key to the tap. Yes, finally! Guys, it is 10:45 at night. I started this tap snap process at 7 p.m. All I did was I took this little socket right here. I made this crown shape on it, and I'll be able to chop this off and save my socket. But, oh my God, I went online and I saw an extractor, and I made one. I was going to do this from the beginning, but I wasn't too sure, so I didn't bother. I got this M14 1.50. And I was just going to make the threads with this thing, but I was like, oh, it looks kind of soft. Well, once I took the tap out, I made it with this. I made the threads a little bit shallow so this could stop at the bottom, but as you can see, it's threading right in. This Healy coil is going in, and then I'll be able to put my other threads in there. Boy, am I stoked. The Healy coil came out absolutely amazing. The threads look OEM. I'm just hoping it doesn't rip out. I don't think it will, but only time will tell. Fetching primer on the pedestal. It looks good for now. I really do want to come back and brace it all up, so I just threw some primer on it so it'll be easy to remove, and it actually will protect the metal from rusting. So it's the next morning. Last night I went ahead and I primered it all, but I did find one more stress fracture crack, and I do want to tack weld that, at least that corner right there. Got those two edges tacked up. It's just a ball right there and a ball right there. Like I said, it's a tack, and I'm doing this with a TIG welder, but now this brace isn't going to be able to move back and forth like it was before. Painted. Now there's absolutely no movement because of that tack. This mount fought me beyond belief. It was like 10 minutes to get it in, but once I got everything straightened out, because this whole mount has been bent prior to. This plate is solid, but all this has been reconstructed. So lining up the holes was a little bit hard, but I got everything to line up pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with it. So now I just got to torque everything down to spec. Back, boys. Headlights all installed, got these two bolts tightened up, everything is all situated over here. I've got the O2 sensor line zip tied up, I've got the battery hooked up, the hood closes. You better start. Look at that, boys. It's a pretty surreal moment right now, but I don't want to thrash on too hard because I have not been running the dog bone mount, and I think that is the reason that that engine mount had broken off. So I want to fabricate something. I had stripped out the dog bone mount in the transmission, but I've seen there's kits online, and I definitely can replicate that because, you know, master fabricator over here. Harness wire came off. Well, guys, just like that, I'm back home. The ignition coil harness, it came off because the clip is broken. I have new clips on the way, so I think in the next video we're gonna get that, some other accessories we got going on for the TT, and maybe even include the Mark 6 on that. Bunch of stuff to just update the vehicles, get a bunch of the old hardware off, and really set it off really nicely. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope this proved that you could do anything, honestly. Just put your mind to it. And remember, don't let anyone put you down. Your vehicle is unique to you. Keep smiling. And thank you so much for 31K. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.